Everyone, how are you all doing? And we're back again in my kitchen, and here's Cedric. And can anyone remember the name of this book? I bet you can. I bet you remember what this little girl is called. This is our road safety book. Can you remember? It's all about being careful when you're out on the road. And what's this little girl called? Josie. Very good. And the story is about Josie's picnic. So will we see what happens to Josie? Yes, we will. Let's see what happens. Josie is a happy little girl. She is excited and waiting for her granny and granddad to arrive. They are going to the park for a picnic. So there's Josie sitting at the window looking out, waiting for granny and granddad to arrive because they're going on a picnic. Very good. Mammy is in the kitchen making sandwiches. See? Granny and Grandad arrive and park on the other side of the road. So there's Mammy in the kitchen. She's making the picnic, isn't she? And she's making the sandwiches. And Granny and Grandad come in their car and they park at the other side of the road. And Josie says, because she was looking out the window, remember? Mammy, they are here. So she's very excited. Mammy hears the front door open and wonders who it is. So Mammy can hear the front door opening. I wonder who's at the door. Oh no, it's Josie. She is running out the door to greet her grandparents. So what does Josie do? She runs out the door, doesn't she? To go out and say hello to her granny and granddad. And what happens then? Granny and granddad are across the road. Look, Granny and granddad are at this side of the road and Josie is over here. And is she going to run across to Granny and granddad? Oh, I hope not. So what do you think Mammy says? Stop, Josie, stop. Mam sees Josie running towards Granny and Grandad. Grandad sees the car next door reversing out of the drive. Look, there's a car reversing out and they're not going to be able to see her. And if it reverses out here, Josie runs across the road. Do you think she's going to run? What does Mammy say? Stop, Josie, stop. And what does Grandad say? Stop, Josie. So he shouts at her to stop. Josie stops and starts to cry. She is very upset. What did I do? She said to Mammy. Mammy gives Josie a hug. You must stop before you cross the road and wait so that we can cross together, said Mammy. I want you to be safe. So she said to Josie, you shouldn't cross the road by yourself. You shouldn't run across. You have to stop and wait for Mammy, don't you? And Granda said, I'm sorry I shouted, but I was worried you could have been hit by the car. So Granda had shouted stop too, didn't he? But he told her he was sorry that he shouted, but he didn't want her to get hit by the car. Sure he didn't. Granny and Grandad decide to take the bus to the park. At the zebra crossing, we must stop and wait until it is safe to cross. So here they are at the zebra crossing. Did you ever see one of them? Where you have to stop and cross the road. And who do they meet when they're walking along? Can you remember who that is? Who's that? It's Simon, isn't it? Yeah, Simon. They see Simon walking with his mammy and holding her hand. Look how good Simon is being, holding his mammy's hand. He's very good. He's going to the park for a picnic and to play football. Can you remember what happened to Simon's football in the last story? It went out in the road, didn't it? And it got squashed, so his mammy had to buy him another one. But he couldn't run after the ball. Sure, he couldn't when it went out in the road. No, his mammy had to say, don't run out in the road after your ball, didn't she? So Simon is going to the park as well. So all of them stand together at the pedestrian crossing and they wait until it is safe to cross. And when it's safe to cross, then they walk across carefully, don't they, holding hands? Very good. Josie and Simon get on the same bus. They all sit down and enjoy the journey. So they're sitting down on the bus. We must wait for the bus to stop before we stand up to get off, said Josie. So they're being very safe on the bus as well. They have to wait for the bus to stop before they stand up and get off. Oh, and look, when they go to the park, look at the lovely picnic they're having. Josie and Simon eat their picnics together and have lots of fun playing football safely in the park. Oh, it's a lovely park, isn't it? And they're sitting down having their sandwiches together. And look, there's a playground there as well, so they can go on the playground. So Josie wants to tell us you have to stop before you cross the road and you have to hold somebody's hand. So isn't that what the story was about? Holding somebody's hand, isn't it? And waiting to cross the road. So we don't cross by ourselves. We have to wait for somebody to cross with us, don't we? That's a very good story, isn't it? Can you remember the name of it again? It was called Josie's Picnic, wasn't it? It's a lovely story. Okay, we'll do another one again the next day. See you soon, guys. Bye. Say goodbye to Cedric. Bye. See you soon.